Hi, and good morning, and welcome to Philly Hott Radio Show. Whistle while you work. Good morning, good morning. We're live here. We're about to go around the world on YouTube channel, along with Facebook Live, Instagram, and Twitter. This is one of the hottest news shows that Dr. Rock, along with Showtime the Hype Man, we are trying to build something worldwide that those who are watching is about to tune in. It's important that what we are doing, that the fans understand with me and Dr. Rock. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of the hottest co-hosts on Philly Hott Radio, Whistle While You Work. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Rock.
This is Dr. Rock in the house. I just want you to know we're on Philly Hott Radio, Whistle While You Work. And I hope you enjoy the show because we have some great guests that you're going to listen to. And I hope you enjoy the show. So call on up at 484-477-6348.
Wow. So, Dr. Rock, I haven't seen you since last Saturday, but you do communicate. And I know that you're very active. And you took care of your voice. You tell me about the voice. And Patty Jackson had a little problem too this week too with her voice on WDAS FM. But I'm so grateful that you're live and your energy level. So, what can you expect before you introduce our audience and those around the world watching us? What can we expect from Dr. Rock today on live here on Philly Hott Radio, Whistle While You Work? What kind of energy that you feel inside our studio right now?
I feel it's we're blessed. Everybody that's here today is blessed. The topics they have is going to be interesting, very interesting. The topics that they have to talk about, and I really believe there's going to be a lot of energy in here today. You hear me? So just stay tuned. Because if you don't stay tuned, you're going to miss it. So remember, stay tuned.
So, Dr. Rock, do you have any announcements and stuff that's going on?
I have an announcement. Showcase Unlimited Entertainment presents Let the Feeling Flow R&B comedy show, and it's a fish fry. Saturday the 26th, 2019 at 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the Mill Creek Tavern. Doors are open at 7 o'clock p.m. Starring Miss Ivy Soul Robinson and friends, co-starring Cozy Mo Better and Assumption Band, and many other tickets, $27. Showcase Unlimited is called, so you can go Showcase Unlimited at gmail.com. Hosted by Dr. Rock, the co-host, and Showtime from Philly Hott Radio. So you don't want to miss it. Get your tickets. Also, the fourth caller will get a free ticket to the show.
Wow. So he has something else, another giveaway.
I do have another giveaway. Clementon Park Splash Party. It's a Splash World. It's called Clementon Park Splash World. $44 Gold Pass. Friends and family Gold Pass is $49.99. One day admission is free.
Wow.
And it says friends and family 1 day admission for $24.99. Yeah. So that's the coupons. If you like Clementon Park.
So what you're saying that you have, we have free coupons here, and what we are doing, we want to give away those who are city workers and those who like to go to Clement Park to take their family. We know that summertime is winding down, so we want to try to give back. We're Philly Hott Radio Whistle While. We want to give back to our community. We want to give back to the audience and try to get many tickets, free tickets, as possible. So those who like to call them, what's the number they can call up for those tickets?
They can call 484-477-6348. Again, 484-477-6348.
Okay. So I have some news too, Dr. Rock.
What's your news? I love to hear it because I know you have a lot of news every day, all day long.
Wow. Well, I like to give a shout out to the police commissioner, Mr. Ross.
Oh, yes.
I have saw his style was different from other commissioners that mostly people didn't see what he had on duty, dealing with race issues, positive issues, and negative issues in the police force. I truly believe that Mr. Ross has did an outstanding job. It seems like when you do the right thing, good people get zacked out in position. I believe that he was a good choice, but sometimes things happen when you do the right thing as a commissioner. He made a choice based on what happened 2 weeks ago. We talked about everybody don't deserve to get blow and blast out of a situation. So we want to give our commissioner in Philly Hott Radio, Whistle While You Work, we want to give you a great, all the years of 30-something years being a part of the police in Philadelphia Police. We want to give the commissioner a shout out.
Yes.
So, also, today, August the 24th, Kiana, City Councilman, he's giving, Kiana's giving the blessing of outreach ministry with the Christian ministry, House of Abel, Friend String Square, Achieving College Education Program, and Divided Community Service, and the Foundation for a Better Society. Councilman Kia Johnson is giving a legends of hip hop R&B music today. Where the location at? At Point Breeze, between 22nd Street and Point Breeze. That's in Philadelphia, down South Philly. The whole block will be blocked up. I'm asking the community to come out. I'm asking each of you, because you don't live in that district, Councilman Kiana Johnson is doing a big event, a free concert with those who are not fortunate to see live R&B shows in the way it's done today. Free food, rides for kids, kids zone, vendors, live entertainment, live dancing. Showtime the Hype Man might show up. I don't know, but I might show up. I have a busy schedule today. So, guess who's going to be there?
Who?
Damon Dane.
Wow.
Monty, Love, Special Ed.
Wow.
Smooth going to be there. Nice and Smooth going to be there. And performance from the queen of hip hop, Roxanne Shanae.
Oh, Roxanne Shante?
Shante going to be a Sweet Tea. An R&B artist, Little Mo. Melvin Morgan. And oldies but goodies, the Blue Notes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Notes going to be there live performing one of the biggest free events in South Philly. Education Matter in 2019. That's from South Philly legend DJ Spin Mastering. So also it's a reunion, the Hilltop reunions today.
Oh yes.
On today on in the back of the man. I got an invitation for us to go if we want to go. Also that I'm gonna be hosting a show today, an all white affair. Stan Law and the Ebony the Net. We're going to be doing a live show today, later on tonight, an all-white affair. So that's all the news that we have for entertainment and things around the city. So, Dr. Rock, you can start introduce some of these amazing
I would like to
guests.
I definitely would like to introduce our amazing guest. Our first guest will be, and she's getting ready to come into the room. Our first guest is Mayoshi Conti.
Hello.
Does that ring a bell? Conti.
Yes.
Sounds like a niece of mine. She's a case manager.
Hello.
So what would you like to talk about?
So I just want to talk about that. I'm a case manager. I've been a case manager going on 4 years, and it's been a journey. I wasn't always a case manager. At first, I was doing basketball, been the pen relays, and things like that. And while I was doing that, I was doing jobs on the side, like working with children at daycares and joining community groups like AGAPA, Children Museum, stuff like that. And during that journey, I went to college. And when I went to college, I also did dance and singing and stuff like that. And I also got a scholarship called the Board of Governors, which is that for black people coming from going to college with good GPAs and that's what's going on.
Okay, very good.
So
very
I want to
good.
ask you a question. When you first came here, because Showtime and Hype, man, we asked questions, and I like you talked about you ran track. I want everybody, you're not just a pretty young lady, but you're very educated along with an athlete also. And by being a woman that has a mother that had your back and your father, truly, and I'm sure that you're blessed. But the audience want to know, when you really started your journey and having great parents side by side and encourage you, but you became a more energy even with your mother. They see what you're doing and you got them excited to do what you're doing. Tell our viewers, that young ladies that are watching around the world, and even young men that been through some stuff, because struggling is something that we need to talk about, because struggling is a part of successful on your journey. And you talked about being a social worker, correct?
Yes.
And give the audience a little bit about your running the track. I don't know, you did 50-yard dash, 200-yard dash. Tell them what school you went to, what you ran for, because your school was watching, and you didn't give your high school a shout out. And I don't want them to call Dr. Rock or me and say, "Why she ain't talking?" You know how we are when we go to school. So, what I'd like you to do, talk about your high school journey to the college real quick, and on to social and helping people in society as a social worker.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the pen relays. I was doing it at St. Francis de Sales.
There you go.
All right.
So my mom, she had me in Catholic school, and I'm thankful for that. And I also did basketball, and and we got jackets because we had won the championship.
Wow.
And
Point guard or forward?
I was for it.
Okay.
Yes. But when I did the prem relays, I did do the 200, the 4x1. I did do the baton, the 2x4, the 4x8. So I also did shot put.
Wow.
So I did do a lot of stuff with track. And then from track, I went to high school at John W. Hollihan. And there, I wanted to do cheerleading and dance because I felt as though I was coming, growing up, becoming more girly, and I wanted to change and do different things.
So she's a little gangster from Southwest. Why y'all didn't tell me I had a gangster on the show then?
Yes.
I'd have been prepared. We didn't know that.
Yes.
What made you want to get into for working with kids? Mostly you do with kids. What made you want to do that?
I actually don't have any children, but I love working with children.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since growing up, I have been watching like my cousins' children, and then I just always wanted to be helpful. I always wanted to help kids because I know they're going to be our future one day.
Mm-hmm.
So I always try to make things, make them tell them certain things, and try to, even with social work, I deal with the children, but I take them shopping, I do things like go out to eat with them, things that's not even entitled in the job.
Right. So you don't think you took after your auntie?
I mean, I could have took her on.
Look. Well, that's a family conversation there. But you started something. It's hot here now. You just made a hot
because I'm just
there.
saying that because I'm actually, to tell you the truth, when I wanted to work with children, I thought about doing it because my mother was doing it. Mm-hmm. Actually, my mom was a teacher, and I said, you know what? For sometimes you look at the older, generation, you say, oh, wow, I think I want to do that. That's interesting to me. Sometimes you do. Mm-hmm. But, I'm just playing. But you could have been thinking about, long time ago being a teacher. Because when I was a kid, I used to always play. What's that? Remember that back in the day? I think you was in my time.
Okay, go.
Remember back in the day?
No, wait. She threw me out the bus.
Yeah, I threw you under the bus.
Which one is that?
We used to play school all the time. Remember, we used to play school, sit there, and we'll go. The kids would go. We had something in our hand. We go like this. What'd you call it?
I was a gangster in school.
Oh, you was
so we didn't do that.
So you didn't think about
things that we couldn't do because I had an image.
Oh,
see, I don't know.
I'm not the only gangster.
Okay,
so he didn't play school. Oh, that's fine. He didn't.
But I do understand what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what
Okay.
you're saying, Dr. Rock.
All right, that's good. I just want, because back in the day, I just always wanted to be, always wanted to be the head of everything.
Wow.
So when I was there, so I was like, okay, I'm the teacher. And they like, can somebody else be the teacher sometimes?
Sure,
And I'm
be the
like, oh no,
teacher.
I'm the teacher.
Right.
So that's why I decided I wanted to be a teacher. And guess what? I'm still teaching. You never stop. Teaching never stops.
But you see how you said you wanted to be the boss and you wanted to be on top?
Yes.
That's exactly why I'm going for my licensure, for my
Yes.
LPC. I graduated in May from Jefferson University with a 4.0, and anybody can do it.
Yes.
And you just got to be motivated. So
Yes.
with that being said, if I never had God in my life, I don't
Come
know
on.
how
Hey.
I will progress
That's
right,
right.
now. But I just thank him every day for everything I go through and just pushing me with that strength to
That's
move
right.
forward. Once, I get to my LPC, I plan on opening my own practice. So
Wow.
with my practice, I want to join in what I do now with working with foster kids, kinship children, and children who are less fortunate.
Yeah.
We have a situation where there's children who come in the system, and there's so many children that come in the system where they don't have a place for them to lay their heads. So right now they're like either waiting in DHS or they're waiting in the hospital because they don't have places for them to, be at. So I'm trying to open up a business where not only have them have a secure place to stay and rest their head where they're comfortable, but to also to bring in what I learned, which I went for trauma counseling, and to be able to do counseling with them as well, because it's a lot of trauma that
Right.
they have to go through, from being separated from parents, or just being separated from siblings. There's a lot of trauma behind that, and just having the kids not having a say so of where they want to be. So just making it comfortable for
Wow.
them.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful.
we winding down, but I want to, before we leave, we're gonna give her an opportunity to say one more thing to the audience and to the young men and women that are watching us around the world. What we're seeing a young lady that is rising to the next
Yes.
level. And what she talked about, for those that don't realize that God need good order direction. And she has planted the seed in her spirit that she's on a mission to help children. Some people get in position because they got a degree or they got a title. And what I heard this morning, that it's important when you're doing delegation and hiring a manager that go to school, be a manager, because you have manager skills and book knowledge, but it takes a great inspiration manager that not defeat people that are struggling, and then you want to pour the X on them, and then you want to fire them because your rules in the system. So, me and Dr. Rock like to thank you.
Yes.
And your uncle did a great job. So I want to thank Mr. Earl for bringing his family here live on Philly Hot Radio Whistle while you were. This is your chance that the young women and the young men that are watching you. You talked about basketball. I didn't know she was a forward. You know me. I didn't know she ran track. A lot of young youth children do not participate in athlete and going to school. She lived from Southwest. Did I get Southwest Philadelphia?
Southwest.
Here goes Southwest Philadelphia. So don't tell me that we don't have gifted people in Southwest Philadelphia. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. We have proof right here. This is your chance to tell your Southwest Philadelphia people and those who are in all parts of this global world that are watching live on Philly Hot Radio, whistle why you work. Give them something to whistle about after you tell your last word.
I just want to let everyone know, regardless of where you were brought up, wherever you came from, even though I have a strong mother, she has done everything in her power to make sure that we don't have to struggle. And not only was she was doing it from the muscle. I mean, her support was God. My mom always brought me up on God and always told me that through him I could do no wrong. And I just want to let everyone know that, strive for what you believe in. Don't let no one tell you different. You can do anything you put your mind to it. And as long as you have God on your side, nobody can stop you.
That's right.
So Dr.
Beautiful. I just want to say I'm proud of you. Just keep on keeping on. And I know that you said you want to get your what is it, your
My LPC.
okay.
Yes,
And
my
I think-
licensure.
I think the doctor's next too one day. What you think? She's gonna get a doctor one day.
I think that the way
think
that
so.
she's going, the spirit of her attitude is so positive as in a young mindset of her spirituality. She's on time with the universe.
Right.
And her universe spirit is for worldwide destinations, to go over Africa, to go to other countries and reach back and grab. So I see her, and along with Philly Hot Radio also, Dr. Rock and Showtime the Hype Man to join this team. She don't have to carry this wagon by herself. Let's give her mother a great job. It's important that we recognize the mothers that, and also the fathers. He's not here, but it's important that we respect the parents that bring love and passion to their children's lives. So I want to thank you. So Dr. Rock, you have any closing for her remarks? So
No,
you can,
I want to thank you, and I'm, keep on keeping on, keep on going up that ladder to success, because I know you got it, and I know, I just admire you, and just keep it up.
wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming
Yes,
in.
thank you.
So Dr. Rock, we have another guest. So
Yes.
Dr. Rock, that was an amazing first guest. Very powerful first guest that we brought here.
Yes.
So Dr. Rock, who do you have next on Philly Hot Radio, Whistle While You Work? What is our next guest? Introduce our next guest.
Our
Dr.
next
Rock.
guest is Nicole Hayes, and she's from the Independent Woman Experience. And Samaya Hayes, she's simply Samaya. So, Samaya, would you like to be the first one to talk to us?
Well, hi, my name is Sanaya Hayes. Well, I also go by simply Sanaya. I'm 12 years old. I'm a singer, I'm an actress, I'm a model, and I'm a dancer. I also have a vending table called Princess Corner, where we sell different snacks, and we sell bracelets and necklaces, and we sell light up toys and stuff like that. And I also am Miss Princess 2017, and I've been singing since I was 4, and I've been modeling and acting since I was 7, and I've been dancing since I was 7.
Wow. Wow. That's wonderful. What made you want to do the dance? What made you want to get into dancing and all that? What made you want to do that?
Well, because, I really just like dancing. It just really made me happy whenever I would dance.
Okay.
And I used to dance a lot when I was younger, but I also I just really wanted to dance.
Wow. Wow. How old are you about?
I'm 12.
Wow. I know that's wonderful because you start nice and early, When you start off early like this, you don't know. Look, just don't forget Philly Hot Radio. Okay? Because you're going to be famous. I can see it. Definitely.
Thank you.
And for me, what I heard, ladies and gentlemen, I heard a bright future of a young queen that's sitting across from me. I like dancing too. And I told the audience, and what I saw that we have brung a gifted young lady on this show here. I don't know how many young people are watching us. I don't know how many people that have children, grandchildren, and raising their children. We have brought one of the most powerful young business. She talked about dancing. She talked about her own table vendor at her age. It all starts in the seed in the household from her mother and her parents in generations of setting the tone and planting the seed. A lot of young children don't get opportunity because a lot of parents don't pay attention of their kids. And what happened is that our kids, for to know they get older, then we wonder why they got the I knew. She had this young lady got one of the greatest, biggest opportunity to soar so high I am so grateful. Well put together. I want to ask you a question. What is your favorite school about to start? What do you need to focus on this year in school to take you higher in your education? And what is your favorite grade? You better give a shout out to your teacher. I don't know last year's teacher, because I know she's watching, and all of them gonna be watching, because once this go on YouTube around the world, whistle while you wait. They're gonna be whistling while you ain't speaking. So I need to talk about what is your grade, what is your favorite subject, who's one of your favorite artist, singer, and what type of dancing you like, because dancing makes me happy.
Okay, so my favorite teacher. Well, it's hard to answer that question because, well, my favorite teacher right now is Miss A. Well, her name is Miss Azevedo, what we all call her Miss A. Okay. My favorite subject is probably literature, and this year I'm gonna just focus on my grades more. I'm gonna study more, focus, pay attention, and
why? This is your.
Why? Oh, this is my 7th grade year, and I really want to go to Kappa High School. And in order to get there, you just have to focus and get good grades. And I'm gonna practice on my music and my dancing. And my favorite type of dancing is probably hip hop.
You bet.
Wow. So we see that we have her mother here, so you can introduce her mother.
We have Nicole Hayes. She's from Independent Woman Experience.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
So, yes, I'm Nicole Hayes. I'm the founder of the Independent Woman Experience. I will tell a little bit about myself. So, of course, we hold multiple hats. Yes. So, mommy is a hat, wife is a hat. I'm also a master level clinician working as a behavior specialist consultant with children and their families. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that for about 15 years. Educational background, I went to the Philadelphia High School for Girls. Mm-hmm. I also went to Temple University for my bachelor's and my master's. Concentration was in applied behavior analysis. Mm. So I love to study behavior and talk about how behaviors affect our actions.
Do Showtime got a bad behavior?
I don't know. I've been observing so far.
Can you study them?
So far, you have some good learned behavior.
Good.
Oh, good. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I think the environment is affecting you positively.
Yes. Wow. Beautiful.
So that's the one thing I do. Mm-hmm. But then my other passion is, about women supporting women, and that's where the Independent Women Experience comes into play. Mm-hmm. If you had have told me maybe 5 years ago, Nicole, guess what? You're going to be, hosting and, putting together events that are encouraging women to support each other. That's going to be your platform. If you told me that, I would have been like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. That is not what I'm going to be doing. Mm-hmm. But, I think that God shows us what He has for us. He gives us blessings. He gives us gifts. He gives us talents. And when it's time, He says, come on, let's go. I got my calling about 3 years ago. I've done multiple things as far as selling brands and products. I've done TLC. I've done which is Total Life Changes. Okay. I'm going to go all the way back now when I was in Temple. It was called ACN, selling the long distance. Yes. I was in college at the time.
Yes.
Selling
long distance. That's when AT&T started coming out. Did I get that right?
I know exactly.
Tag team phenomenon. I think we went. So anyway, so it goes all the way back. But I've always did little things. I used to sell cars and in college.
So you was just all around. You was doing all.
Yes, wow. Like to do. And I guess maybe that's why she likes the vending table and stuff. Do your own thing also. But let me move forward. So I had an event where I was inviting women to my house to just sit through a presentation. And of course I had a nice spread for the women, so I like to entertain, so I'm going to have food, I'm going to have the whole 9 yards.
No,
I
didn't bring anything.
Sorry.
I'm like, wow, every time we don't get a cupcake.
We did have somebody with cake, and we were like, okay, where's our cake? She didn't have her cake with her, but she said she's gonna bring it.
Okay.
I owe you guys now. But so we had a nice spread. We invited folks to come just to just listen in on what I was doing. I was passionate about it. It was Rodana Fields because it helped to clear my skin up. So we had 2 people show up.
Wow.
Out of 10 people, I think 2 people showed up. My daughter, the look on her face, she was in tears. She was upset. She said, how could people do that? They said they were coming. How come they didn't come? And I'm looking at her face, and I'm like,
well, that's my question. When it saddens me when we have people that not want to support other women. Other women don't want to support other women. Can you tell me why you think that is? 'Cause
Well, I am gonna talk about that as well.
Yeah.
I started the Independent Women Experience based upon that personal experience, because I felt as though I know I'm not the only woman that experiences that feeling of not feeling supported. And I felt like I wanted to do something where it's just not me, it's me and a group of women that were coming together to, elicit the support of others to support us. And that's where I came up with the Independent Women Experience, annual event where, women can do just that, support each other.
Right.
And with that, there's a whole platform. There's a page, there's a group. The group is about encouraging women to keep going, because with that, we get discouraged from time to time. I know I'm not the only one. So for me, I also have to let people know, I know you get discouraged. So those messages are put up there daily on the women's group. Health is important, so we talk about health. Dr. Rock knows. She's like, yes, I did my workout today. When I say, hey, ladies, have you had your workout today? Now I'm going to fast forward to answer your question. That is a question I have too. Why do women not support each other? I'm not in the minds of all women, but I feel as though sometimes some people don't realize there's multiple ways to support. You can support by sharing someone's event. When you share, more people will see it. There's a chance that it might not be your thing. I've seen someone post, that's not my thing, so don't expect me to support. Well, you know what? It might not be your thing, and we don't expect you to support. But what we do expect is that if you know that's not something that you're into, share it. You might have a friend who is interested in that.
Well, Showtime the Hype Man has I want to comment that, and we're going to get back because we're getting closer. I want to share something to my audience and those who are watching us around the world. We never was taught to be organized. A lot of the community, even those who show for all race, I want to make that clear before I make this statement. Because since I deal with mostly Afro-American people, we have a caller here. Go ahead, Dr. Rock.
Caller, what's your question?
Good morning, Dr. Rock and Showtime. This is 2019 Senior Miss USA First Runner-Up, Renee Reynolds. How are you today?
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nina. Shanae.
Hello. Hi, Miss Renee.
So what is your question that you like to ask this panel that's talking about women in organized? I was about to share that, and I'm going to ask you, since you're on the phone, why don't we never was taught how to organize? And when you have kids that was born in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s and 90s, we never was taught to learn how to organize and help each other. And then I'm sharing with the audience that jobs and checks and health coverage has blinded us in the missionary of us supporting, and if you look around the city of Philadelphia, that we do not own one business down Center City in the heart of Philadelphia. And what we are doing, women are more powerful today than ever in the history in this country. So the question I'm asking you, have you ever been supported and hear the same thing that our panel is sharing about women do not organize and don't do certain things? And that's the reason why we're not building great structure and foundation for our future, for our young women and our young men. Can you give us something, caller?
Yes, well, you're absolutely right, Showtime. Growing up in the 60s myself, I attended some of the best schools, but we were never taught, whether we were female or male, we were never taught how to financially sustain ourselves. Until I would say about maybe 20 years ago, this became a platform where our young African Americans decided that, look, if they can do it, we can do it. Another thing is that we tend to be jealous of the success of our counterparts. Instead of boosting each other up, we're tearing each other down.
Wow.
It's time for us to come together and start realizing that the only way we're going to succeed in this America as it is right now is to pull together and unify each other. We also need to teach our children about morals, respect, and truth. They are watching what we do, this generation of today, and they're seeing all the turmoil that is going on, and they say, oh, okay, this is what I have to do too. This is not true. This is not what God wants us to do, and I know He's very unhappy.
Wow.
So my platform, along with Sister Nicole there, is we're going to start empowering our young people and some of our older people that don't know. It's time for us to stand for the things that are right.
Okay, well, we want to thank you for calling because we have a show that we should go by the time. But we want to thank you so much, me and Dr. Rock.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Much success with the radio show.
All right, thank you.
And keep and spread the word that we are one of the newest hot Saturday morning show around the world. Whistle while you at work in Philly. Hot
Radio.
Thank you. So you can finish up because your time is coming closer. So
Okay, so
this is your
basically,
time to show the audience how can they reach you and
okay.
how can they be a part of the movement of women's real quick because
Okay.
we're getting short of time.
Right.
You can be a part of the movement, as I said. We know with money and donations, we cannot donate to everything. We'd be completely broke. But you can also share. You can pass information along. I have an event coming up on September 22nd at the Darby Rec Center. That's 1022 Ridge Avenue. It's just a $5 donation. $5 donation.
$5.
Did you say $5?
Did you say $5?
$5 donation.
$5.
The reason why is because it's like I said, I'm about women supporting women. This event is about women coming together to support women vendors, women performers, women speakers, women artists, but especially the women vendors. I want people to focus their money on supporting the vendors. So therefore, I'm only having $5 donations, to get in. And that's called the Independent Women Experience 3rd Annual Women's Vending Empowerment and Celebration Event. And that's on Sunday, September 22nd. You can also follow us on Instagram at Independent Women Experience. You can follow us on Facebook at The Independent Women Experience. And we also have a private women's group. It's called Women Empowered. Be sure to join that group. That's a private women's group. You can share your business on that group. Whatever your business is, whatever positive events are happening, it's just a positive group for positive women. It's all love, no hate. That's what I'm promoting. We have to love each other. We can't be tearing each other down. We have to build each other up. And I'm trying to set an example. Why? I have a daughter. She's a young lady.
Right.
And as her mother and as a woman that has younger people looking up to me, I have to set a positive example. And that's what we have to do. We have to model and educate on how to support each other. Sanaya, do you have anywhere where they can follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at simply Sanaya _ simply SANIYA _ no spaces, all lowercases, and you can follow me on Facebook at simply Sanaya _
All right, very
what the
good.
Spirit told me real quick. You said you're a singer. Do y'all sing in the car together? Anything?
Sometimes we sing,
Do-
sometimes we perform together.
Do y'all have a song that for a minute that y'all can sing to the audience? Because I want.
Yes.
It's important that this spirit you told me when I was sitting here I want y'all to sing something that y'all sing together all the time. Can y'all do it for our audience real quick?
We actually can. There's a song that we do sing. It's a little older than she is,
Well,
but
go ahead
we're going to do it. Want me to go first? I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized.
But when I get up the nerve to tell you the words, it never seems to come out right. Oh, if
Come on.
only you
Come on, y'all.
Sing.
how much I do love you.
And oh, if only you knew how much I do love you.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. You know, if you come out to the empowerment, the program that they having, she always sang where I'm at. Y'all usually have
We're gonna be
they usually have a song together that y'all can hear
at
and
the
listen
mommy
to.
daughter tea.
At the mommy daughter.
That's right. We do have a mommy daughter tea that's every May. We do mother daughter performances there.
Yes.
Sanaya is going to perform also at the September 22nd event, and I'm also going to be performing at the September 22nd event.
Beautiful.
So basically, want to thank y'all for coming on Philly
Yes.
Hot Radio.
Oh, and we have 2 free tickets.
We have 2 tickets.
Show tickets.
Callers, if you call up, you get 2 free tickets to September 22nd, 2:00 p.m. at the Darby Borough Recreation Center, 1022 Ridge Avenue, Darby, PA. Call up.
And
You
we
get
have
the free tickets.
for
Whoever
you.
calls,
Yes.
the next caller. We have Renee to call in.
At
But she's already-
484-477-6348. So we want to thank y'all for coming in.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
thank
us.
you.
Thank you. So, Dr. Rock, outstanding duet, mom and daughter. And it's important that was a blessing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
For them to sing that song
Yes.
and talked about mother and daughter. Women power.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a powerful thing.
And I think the support is that's when they believe in supporting each other, and I believe in that too. I mean, my thing, what it costs to share. Share my post, okay? I might be, maybe you're not into what I'm into. You might not like fashion, but share it. What's wrong with sharing? Does it cost you anything to share anything? Does it cost? Like, even if you're doing something, do it cost to share it? For me to share it on my page?
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. To me, a lot of people don't do that. And that just tells me right there that you're not happy for what I'm doing in my life.
Come on.
Okay? If you don't even want to share what I have, that means you're not happy at all. That means that you have some kind of hate going on. So my thing is that's why I believe in supporting one another.
Okay, so Dr. Rock, introduce our next guest. So those who like to call as Dr. Rock introduce our next guest. The phone number is 484-477-6348. We just saw 2 dynamites, mother and daughter, talking about love and passion, and why don't we do not learn how to help each other. So Dr. Rock, introduce our next
Our next guest is Ambition the Poet. He does poetry, and he has a book signing coming up September the 21st. He does clothing line. October 12th is your clothing line, Ambition?
Yes, October 12th, yep.
Okay, he has a clothing line also. So he's an all-around person, okay? A lot of events going on.
Yes, yes. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm forever grateful for that. My name is Ambition the Poet, and those that know me, I come from a small part of the city, which is Nicetown, which is really the last foster home that I was at. So that's why I tell people that was the last place I was in Philadelphia. And my story started there, and I am a foster child. I do know my mother, however, she is still into a facility today because of her drug habits. I was taken from Nicetown into Sicklerville, New Jersey, which is a middle-class neighborhood, but even the black people plus the white people of that neighborhood didn't really understand what I looked like and why I looked the way I looked. And when you're from poverty and you come into a middle-class neighborhood, you wear poverty on you. Your mindset, the way you dress. And so I was bullied there, but I also was bullied when I came back to Philly because now they're saying that I'm no longer from Philly, I'm from Jersey. However, I lost everything in this city. And so identity crisis is happening on where I'm from, who I am, and where I'm going. And so the pain of what I was really started from writing stories and then turned into raps. And that happened throughout high school. I was actually the first person really in my high school almost to get expelled for rapping. Because my pain of rapping and teachers, whoever would say something to me, I would make like a little rap about them. And I would literally go viral kind of in my high school for making up raps against principals, teachers, and students. And so I was banned actually my last year of high school for rapping. So, yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. You know, and you said you have poetry. You do poetry?
Now I do poetry. Yep. I had to put the pen down from literally 21 into 30.
Wow.
And I just started picking up poetry. So I've only been in poetry for like 2.5 years.
Wow,
it's taken off.
Can you give us a sample of your poetry?
You want a little sample?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to give you maybe I should give you a story about. Oh, let me go live here. What I do is, which is different from others, is basically give y'all insight to what it's like to be a foster child, okay?
Yeah.
So my mom and them always would say, when you're a foster child, the lady would tell you, those that do DIFAS work, and they would tell you that when you're in the foster system that you have to do therapy. So I wanted to give you a little perspective of what it's like for me to be in therapy at the time. Okay. So I go to therapy, and the therapist, is asking me questions, and I say, I always hated foster care. It felt like an Airbnb app for the poverty kids, except for you can't give 5 stars to abusive parents. You can't give tips to a roach-infested house. And I hated my used clothes. You can still smell the 6 people that wore it before me. See, it's something about hand-me-downs. You can still feel the disappointed souls that cried on the collar. See, I hated my sneakers. They had that lean. They needed the grandma cane. I always wonder how come Foot Locker doesn't accept Medicaid. Y'all are now listening to the stories of a foster child. See, they used to ask me how I feel about my mother in therapy, and I used to say, well, how? This life gave me an epidural in my tongue so it goes numb every time we're talking about birthing our relationship. And how am I supposed to feel about a woman that left me to die? Do it look like I'm that crumpled up birth certificate you're trying to find when you finally trying to get your passport? You are now listening to the stories of a foster child. They would ask me how I feel about my siblings, and my skin would start to crawl because my brother would say, he had to drink out of the back of a toilet, but what black boy in America should try to quench his thirst the same place where he emptied his guts? That's yuck. I think we should shut this session down. We're starting to tap on the monster that's been snoozing since my childhood, waking them up with 3 shots of espresso and letting them snort a couple lines of pre-workout powder. And my mom always said there was a little boy inside of me who played with matches since near his forehead. He thinks the only way he get rid of his memories is by setting his skull on fire. Wow. You are now listening to the stories of a foster child.
Wow.
Thank you.
Those who are watching Philly Hott Radio whistle while you're at work, and we know that I have cousins also that suffer through the system of bandinish, of chemicals and activities in our community. This young man has survived, but mentally he kept his spirit and his mindset. What I heard that writing and expressing his feelings by writing in them dark rooms by himself and being around strangers that he never saw, no matter what color skin and what community came. But it's important for me to understand that we just saw an inspiration story here live on Philly Hott Radio, whistle while you work. This platform has gave this young dynamite inspiration brother that went through schools where the principals and the teacher did not understand his background. For me to listen to the fruit this morning that God has gave him a piece of fruit. Your fruit and your seed has helped so many thousand kids are suffering through pain and suffering, but you are overcoming. And what my spirit is telling me in the universe, that I need you to continue to go down that journey, which you're doing. So we wanted you, the kids and the children that came the same road, I want you to give them some inspiration, how you're still climbing out, but you're on your way out the clouds. So give our audience and Dr. Rock have anything to say?
Well, I'm just, proud of you, what you're doing, because what you're doing is wonderful. Because where you came from, talking, and then you made it out of poetry. That's the wonderful thing. Excuse me. I just, did you have another one, or?
Nah,
Did you really sounded one? I loved it. I just loved it.
Thank you. I know he was saying that he wanted me to say something to them.
So we good time.
Good time. But I do want to say this is that I think a lot of people in the city will relate that there's a lot of kids who are going through identity crisis, and what you're seeing is people are killing young men and black men, and it's because they have something what I call it is an unpaid invoice, which means that basically they're angry about what happened in their childhood and they want somebody to pay for that. And so I understand that from a level where I was angry. I didn't know who to blame. And so y'all hear in these poetries, I don't know whether to blame my mom or do I blame the drug dealer? Who do I blame? I'm so angry about what happened to me. And then I have to tell the foster kids, I think that's a good thing to tell too, or people in the city is, even if your mom is not well, right? My mom is still in the facility right now, right? So even if she's not well, you still have a responsibility regardless of who you are, regardless of what your parents are, regardless of what your environment is. I'm asking the entire city, you have a responsibility to still be great. You are responsible for yourself at the end of the day.
You are.
And so if you're going to blame somebody else, or you're going to, tell your neighborhood that they're the reason why you're not being great, that's an insult to God himself.
Right.
And so I want to tell people seriously that it's by design. God put it inside of you because he knew that some of us would not be born in great neighborhoods. He knew that some of us would go through certain trials. So he put it deep down inside. So nobody, no jail, no neighborhood can take it from you. And your solutions is deep down inside you.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the risk. And a lot of people are afraid to take risks on being from foster parents and sharing. I understand how the crisis of addiction plays a major role in our great society, and we wonder why the kids are off balance because of love. We're gonna take this show a little half hour. I just got a phone call that it's important that we air this show a half hour overboard because the spirit of Philly Hott Radio, whistle while you work, is on the moving of the university. So I truly believe that those who we are watching live on Facebook and Instagram and those who on Twitter and YouTube channels requested that Dr. Rock and Showtime and Hype Man extend this half hour show. So what I want to do, I want to thank you so much.
Yeah,
my
thank
brother.
you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think that we need you. So we need you. We definitely need you. The kids need you. I'm putting this on your shoulders, even though it's hard for a young man that's been through so many ups and downs, that you on a mission, brother, and we need you.
Thank you.
Don't you give up. You write. You express your feelings. You help them kids, because some kids right now in the foster home are confused. And some might be getting molested. Some might be getting treated like shit somewhere in this great country.
Facts.
That is, so those who are watching us around the world on YouTube, we are praying a spirit to touch those who are foster children right now, because society does not bring it out there in the media. Philly Hott Radio whistle while you work. I think that is important that we're going to come back with this topic again because we're getting closer to the them his timing. So, what can you say for your last conversation to the world before you go off? And what is your journey when you leave here? And I hope that Dr. Rock, because I don't want Dr. Rock to lose her voice because she have 20 minutes to hang in here. Yeah. So, we want to make sure, why don't you say something brief about a minute because we have other outstanding guests. So this is your time.
I guess I just want to say that I was, and there's a lot of people with this, the people who are doing the gifts. I just want you to understand that you have a voice for whatever it is that you're called to do. And when I first came onto the poetry scene, I was struggling because I wanted to do poems that were sexy. I wanted to do poems that were cute. But I knew that something kept saying, you got to talk about foster children. For you to be up here and not talk about foster children doesn't make sense. Yeah. But I'm like, I want to do, sexy poems. But I can't. And unfortunately, we have gifts that we're called to do, and I have to do that. And so that's why I'm on my third book in the 3 years. On September 21st, I'm on my third book. My book signing will be From the Tongue of a Foster Child 3. And I'm having the book signed from 5 to 8. It's going to be on in Jasper Studios, 2930 Jasper Studios, Student Loan Doctor Facility. I want you guys to come there, even if you don't buy a book. I want you to come there anyway if you just want to hear some poetry and you want to be inspired. And so I'm a foster care poet, and I'm going to continue to do that for the kids that need it, and that's it.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. We'd like to definitely thank you for coming in, and I'm so glad, like I said, you came so far. For what you've been through.
Appreciate it.
That's wonderful. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely try to be at your book signing.
Yes.
We will be there.
And I want to shout out Roxanne Hott. She's always been supportive.
Yeah.
You've been supportive since I've been doing it, and she knows my sister Ernie Bristow and all them. Yeah. And so I just want to thank you personally for having me on and really appreciate your support.
Yes, we appreciate you also.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a show that is birthing around the world. Philly Hott Radio, whistle while you work. We are building something. Dr. Rock, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Those who are watching us, we need your support. And the only way that me and Dr. Rock, only way we're going to stay on this show here, we have to build our viewers, our audience base. I know that a lot of us don't like helping each other. Because my name is Showtime the Hype Man, and because Dr. Rock has built something, well, we are urging those who are watching us around the world on YouTube Live, and on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I don't care that you don't like social media. But what I do care, the reason why the money in your bank account is so low, because you're not willing to help us. We are asking those who are watching us, support us. So introduce our next guest.
Our next guest will be Queen Latanya Wilson. She BBW pageant. She won 2019 BBW pageant. And guess who's coming with her?
Who?
His name is
His name is
Dave Wilkes.
Mr. Dave Wilkes here.
His 20th year pageant. His 20th pageant. So, and this is our winner. Next to him is Latanya Wilson.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Latanya Wilson. Queen now. I gotta get a little adapted to that because they used to call me princess.
Oh, now you're queen.
Yes, now I'm queen. So, good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me, Roxy and Showtime.
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit about myself. I am a mother of 4 children. My life wasn't always easy. I put it like that. As a younger child, I always wanted to do fashion. I always wanted to help people. My passion is people, and I believe that's my calling. Always loving doing fashion shows, modeling. I did CNA. I work for the school district of Philadelphia right now. I have 2 books that I'm working on that I want to come out. One is called Chronicles of a Broken Black Woman, and that's going to have a part 2 because my life isn't over yet. And there's another one called Trapped in Someone Else's Body. that's a real deep one. It has a lot with dealing with domestic violence, different things of people. It starts with the seed, which you born in. We're born in sin, and it starts from there. And it tells you more about how, when you're born in sin, of different things, of different people, how they goes into another person's body. But it's very deep. I'm still working on it.
Right.
Wow. You said something that was real powerful. And I was one of the judges and was blessed to be a part of the Big Woman Beauty. Outstanding structure. I saw structure. I saw foundation. I saw organization. For me being there for the first time, because I was part of the Miss Black pageant, worldwide pageant, and to be a co-host, and I got kind of nervous when Dave asked me to be a judge. But I really appreciate Mr. Wilkins, what he's been doing over the years. You just told a spirit that bless other women's. And you talked about that seed. And that seed, reason why I wanted to interrupt you, because when you said something that touched me, of a mother with 4 children, going through the process of emotion and dealing with emotion, because emotion allow us to be stuck in unhealthy things, and we accept that, and then we allow our spirit and that immune system and that DNA. Once we put a toxic seed in our spirit, we wonder why we acting off, and then and I'm like, where did this shit come from? Let's get real.
Exactly.
So I want to thank you, and you have something to tell our audience. And how do you felt when you won? We
got a caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
What's your question, caller?
Hi, I was just calling to promote my clothing line. I was a foster child, and now I have a clothing line.
Well, let me say this. My name is Showtime the Hype Man, along with Dr. Rock. Have you been watching the show?
No.
Okay, now, what made you want to promote, and we want you to promote your fashion, but it's important that we help each other. What made you call? You didn't hear nothing about the show or anybody that was on the show?
No, yes, my OC contact. That was my social worker.
Okay, won't you talk about what you heard about her that made you want to call by putting yourself out there first? It's important that you say something that those who came here took off their busy Saturday schedule. Can you say something to your coworker? Or you're proud of her, or her accomplishment? Can you say something before you talked about your fashion stuff? Because we got some fashion people here. So what do you need to say to the audience before we're going to give you a chance to say your business, but what can you say about the topic?
Okay, about her. Well, basically about her, she was really, really good. She always treated me like I was her little sister, because I never had like a sister or like a role model. She's an extremely good role model, and one of the reasons why I am driven today and want to be successful today, because of her. Like at one point, I didn't really want to do nothing. I was one of those foster kids that didn't care, that didn't listen. I was dead. And things like that.
Okay, so basically now,
she cares.
Real quick, 'cause we got a hot guest right here, just won the crown, and we want her to get off right now. All that walking she did, and I know Dave wore them out all during the pageant. I know Dave wore them out to make sure Dave was doing it right. So give us a chance. Real quick, talk about your business. We usually don't do this, but since we allow you to do this, because it's important for us to allow people know that we love everyone that listens to us. So, real quick, talk about your clotheslines and let it go, and then we're going to move on with our show. Go ahead.
Okay, my clothing line is called Harmony LaBelle. It's in honor of my former daughter. Her name is Harmony. So it's like really her business and everything. It's really, really cute. You can follow her on Instagram at Harmony LaBelle. It's HARMONI LaBelle.
Okay,
The
so
what underscore?
you need to come on the show and bring some of your clothes here, okay? Have a nice day. We love you and thank you for calling. So let's get back to our interview.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we gonna
Yeah,
go?
we're talking about the seed, and I want you to talk about the road to the passion that made you a winner. And all the hard work that I know Dave put y'all through. So you can talk about it, what he did. You may got to get on your nerve.
No.
Okay, good.
Actually, he didn't get on my nerves.
Well, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I was the coordinator of the pageant. We worked them, but we didn't work them that hard, but we worked them. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But I'm used to walking in heels from modeling, so I kept them shoes on the whole time. Like I took them off at the end, the very, very end, but I kept them on the whole time. So I kind of was kind of used to it or whatever. But to speak on the seed of what I was talking about to you, I had, before the pageant and stuff like that, before everything happened, I was a little discouraged by different things, but
There you go.
by the support from Dr. Roxy, Queen Tiffany, and my mother-in-law and my mom and them, they supported me throughout that. And God, for most foremost, everything, like prayer. I was the least expecting it, so I was kind of like really like really shocked, but I am delighted and amazed by it, and it's just amazing. And my kids is just like, wow.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's being a queen? What does that mean to you? Like what things that you would do being a queen? What things that will motivate you more being a queen?
What just came to me within heart is love. Love, support, respect, being there for when everybody needs me, helping them, encouraging them, just giving them uplifting words of wisdom, and just honor them.
Very good. Wow. Well, you look beautiful. I love that crown on your head. Look beautiful.
Thank you.
So I'm happy for you, definitely.
We have Mr. Dave Wilkes here, and I think that...
Yes, I would like to talk to Dave Wilkes.
There you go.
Could you tell me, Dave Wilkes, what made you start the pageant?
Actually, because I promote live shows,
Okay.
a friend of mine came in my office and said, I need you to help me with something because you're a promoter. And I'm like, what? He said, I want to have a pageant for plus-size women. I was like, wow, I haven't heard that before, so let's try that. So we decided to do it. And I got everything started. He did nothing at all. He did nothing.
He just back to see. I hope is he watching?
I hope he is. He did nothing. So since I got the pageant started and my name was on it, I just kept it going.
Wow.
When we had the first pageant, it was in 1999. So this is our 20th year.
Wow.
And I just want to admit that we have, for 2019, a beautiful queen.
Yes.
Ain't she beautiful?
Yes, she is.
I hope everybody can see her.
Yes.
She's gorgeous.
They looking at her. They're looking at her around the world. Yes.
Around the world.
So,
Yeah.
your screen.
Okay, it's all right. It's going to go back on.
Oh. I was going to say, you said everybody was watching her, and I saw a black screen over there.
Right here. All
Okay.
Everybody's watching. Watch you on YouTube. Remember, all around.
I like everybody to see her because she is a beautiful lady.
Yes.
And she won the pageant honestly.
Yes, she did.
So, I mean, there's no discrepancy at all in the way she
Yes.
won. She did everything she had to do. And my pageant coordinator made sure that all the ladies did what they were supposed to do on
Yes.
time when they were supposed to. My pageant coordinator is Dr. Rock.
Yes. Yes. Here's Dr. Rock. She's in the house.
So I know she got on their nerves because she had to hustle them up
Yes.
Because our pageant director, Stephanie, came without there waiting for the ladies while she was at the mic and the podium.
Yes.
And Dr. Rock had to get them out there.
Yes.
So I just wanted to congratulate you two ladies because you did a fine job.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
And my judges were on point.
Yes.
And one of them is sitting right here.
Can you tell them again? Because they don't believe I did that.
One of the judges is sitting right here.
Wow.
Why wouldn't they believe it?
The hype
you
man
are the
himself.
hype man. Why wouldn't they believe that? Why wouldn't they believe that?
Because he's the hype man. Nobody believe he's going to sit down with a pencil and a paper.
Oh, okay. Is that why? Why I believe it? If I didn't know you, I would have believed you.
Yeah. So Showtime did a good job judging. And when we had a break, he did a good job getting up on the runway and dancing. Like the hype man does.
Oh, now that's his favorite. I'm trying to get his dance down pat, but one day I will.
Wow. You don't need to dance like that. Not you, Dr. Rock. Not you. No, they're sitting over there somewhere. You don't need to dance like that. That's just Showtime.
Okay.
But our pageant is dedicated to domestic violence. And the reason being is that one of our winners was murdered by her boyfriend.
Wow.
And we decided that we were going to promote the awareness to domestic violence.
Wow.
So that's our platform. And our queen had something to say about domestic violence also.
Yes.
So she fit right in.
Yes.
So whenever we have to talk about domestic violence, she can give us some insight.
Yes.
So with domestic violence, I wasn't in a domestic violence relationship with anyone, but I am a child that was with domestic violence watching from a parent. But through all the stuff that I've been through, you know, it makes you stronger. Why I say it makes you stronger as a child, as you see, don't be silent about it. Speak up. Enough is enough.
Right.
It's no need for you to be afraid. When you got God in your life,
That's right.
it's no power, it's no enemy that can deal with that. You know, stop being a victim. Speak up. It gotta stop.
And I agree with you. You know, a lot of women don't want to talk, and I just feel like a lot of them is scared to talk. They don't know if the person will kill them or But I believe, like you said, they have to speak up. That's the only way they're gonna get the help that they need.
And it's hard, like, to be honest, it's really hard. But I want you guys to know that you're not alone. You're definitely not alone in this. You put God first in all situations.
Right.
I agree with her that women need to tell somebody, and they don't. They come out, they were so happy, and you see them, and you never know something like that's going on.
Right.
But then they're so pleasant and happy while they're out, and when they get home, they go through hell. So they should tell somebody, and they don't. Maybe it's fear, or I don't know. Maybe they love the guy so much they think them hits upside the head means they love him. I mean, I don't know
That's
what
not
the
love.
case is.
As soon as they hit you, that's not love.
Yeah, I don't know what the case is, but they need to tell somebody.
Right.
And I believe that everybody has somebody in their family named Big Bubba.
Big Bubba. Big Bubba. You know what?
Don't tell Big Bubba. Here comes a straighten him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if you don't have a family member like Big Bubba, come to me. I got a lot of them in my family. I'll send one over there.
I know. I like to say something on that topic. That too stood out with me when that brother got up, talked about his sister.
Yes.
Those who are watching us around the world, and those who are watching us live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and other, how far that takes us. That stuck with me when that brother got up and talked about his sister. And sometimes from being with breaking homes and daughters maybe never had a father in their life. But what Dave just said, that we got some brothers out here that are willing to step to the plate. We're asking those who are watching us maybe be in that situation, or if you have a story, you can call Philly Hott Radio, whistle while you work right now at 484-477-6348, because as our community, we always so quiet, but we are quick to talk about the negative thing. It's important that this platform, that this winner of the big woman beauty pageant has a passion to take the lead and the seed to help other women. I want you to wear that crown in 2019. And I want you to wear that crown to take this passion to a high level of standards. And I'm looking for next year a packed house of people to be at that event. So,
Yes.
this is opportunity for the promoter, the producer, and what his plans that he have as they go on this journey promoting. This is his chance, and I want her to close.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we are doing all we can to promote the stopping of domestic violence. In the meantime, if anybody out there want my queen to come and make an appearance at an event somewhere, give us a call and we will be there. Any ladies out there that are going, well, actually men go through domestic abuse too.
That's another
There
show.
you go. You go out there, you start to trouble.
Anybody going through domestic abuse, you give us a call. We have steered quite a few women in a different direction because they called us. They knew that we had that platform, so they called us, and we steered them in the right direction where they can get help. And not only that, as I said before, our queen is always willing to make appearances, and you can get us at 215-222-7127. You can go to our website, BigBeautifulWomenPageantInternational.com, or the short one is my company website, WilksPro.com.
Okay, before I close, I forgot to mention something. In 2015, I had graduated.
Oh, we got a caller.
Caller, what's your question?
Hi. So I am 2018 queen, and I just want to congratulate the 2019 queen. And I just want to say how the real domestic violence is, and that it isn't a joking matter, and that more women do need to speak more of it. But it's more of a fair issue of what can happen when it do get out. So it's very important just for women, like you said, to find that person that you can talk to see, avenues to let them know that there is help out there.
What made you have the courage and call up? And we appreciate you calling, number one. What can you say real quick, because we're running out of time, but we need you. You have something that you really want to say to the world, those who are watching us on YouTube around the world. What can you say to maybe lure a lady or a man, like Dave said, that's in a situation that can break the seed of the curse, of the dark secret? What can you say to our viewers and our audience right now that maybe that you got something in you real quick that you can say to our viewers and those who are listening are afraid to call up or afraid to call the hotline number?
Well, let me just say this. You know how you had a little, when you talked about men and women, people laugh when they hear about men, getting abused. To me, it's true and it's real. And it shouldn't be laughed at, because I'm gonna tell you, because you have a lot of men out here that's getting abused, and they say that they don't touch a woman, and the woman can actually kill them, and have killed men because they put their hands on them or they hurt them with weapons and stuff. So this is for the women and men, but I know I have a number here if you ever need help. Also, it's 1-800-799-7233.
Say it again.
It's 1-800-799-7233 for anyone that has any kind of help, they need help, or want to talk to anybody about domestic violence. And this goes for the men and women.
Okay, she can go ahead and share real quick. And
I thank you, caller.
I definitely have to agree with you, Dr. Rock, because what you said was absolutely correct. It's not a joking matter, whether it's a male or a female.
Yeah.
Just find that person who you have some type of connection or who you feel close with, to let them know what's going on. Because if nobody knows what's going on, then there won't be any help out there for you to get.
Right.
So if it's that one person that you have, just let them know.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
And
thank you.
that's all I'm going to say, closing.
Well, thank you so
I
much.
want to say hi to the callers before
Good
y'all
luck with
put
the show.
on.
Wait.
Their call is my 2018 winner.
2018 winner.
That's
All
Queen
right.
Tiffany talking.
Tiffany.
So I just want to say hi to her. Hey, beautiful Queen
Hey,
Tiffany.
Mr. Dave, how
Hey,
are
Ted. Hey,
you?
Queen Ted. Queen Ted.
Hey, Queen. Congratulations again, and hanging there. Staying true to your platform, and again, as women, I'm here to support you in anything that you need. Have a great day, Dr. Rock and Hyman. Great show.
Yes, thank
You sure are beautiful today.
And I'll
Thank
be
you.
listening whenever I can tune in. Have a great day,
All right,
guys.
have a good one.
I just would like to thank everybody for congratulating me. I wasn't able to get everybody, so now that I'm in front of the world, I would like to just say thank you to everybody, and I want to say, don't give up, speak up, give it all to God, and let go. Be encouraged. It's not the end. God's not done yet. Just have faith. Walk by faith and not by sight.
Right.
Okay, thank
Very
you
good.
much. So we want to thank Mr. Dave and bringing the 2019 Big Beauty Women
Yes.
Passionate on our show. I like to thank Dave from the bottom of my heart, and I know how hard he worked, and I'm so grateful. And I hope they can bring me back next year. I'm not promoting it, but if I can come back next year to be a judge, get some more experience, and I think that I learned something, and I just picked what I thought was the best. That Mary J. Blige. Oh, good Lord! Oh, she sealed the deal. So Mary J. Blige. That first. She came with the awesome. She kept going explosive and explosive. I said, what else she gonna do? So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. My name is Showtime the Hype on Philly Hot Radio. Whistle while you work along with Dr. Rock. Thank both of y'all for coming. We have another guest coming on.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have an outstanding artist. We have a hard-working man. Put your mic in the middle.
Yes.
Big Tone, ladies and gentlemen.
Big Tone's in the house. Hey, Big Tone.
How's everybody doing?
How you doing?
This brother here, ladies and gentlemen, those who don't know the Pandaman, Big Tone is a friend of mine. I didn't really know him. And the first time I met him at the Broadwalk Hall, Atlantic City, at a big event, and he was so exciting. And he said, I said, what was? He said, it was your spirit.
Yes.
And I am grateful that he communicated with me. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a star that never gave up out of Philadelphia. Even though we was talking about Big Tone Pan, and we was talking about how we don't get the support and we don't get what we need in Philadelphia, even though we are shining and we are proving and showing our gift to the world over and over and over and over. But Philadelphia, not to put Philadelphia and say things, but we are a city that have learned how to love each other. Because me and Tony, and along with Dr. Rock, our audience and our viewer are more Afro-American people. The people in Philadelphia only go with the old and not the new. Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing one of the pioneers, have put something together in the magic voice. This man has taken care of his children, his wife, his architect of a garden, so many gifts. Ladies and gentlemen, without no introduction, one of the one and only one. I'm asking Philadelphia, YouTube, Instagram, and those who are watching us around the world, you are watching a superstar live on Philly Hot Radio Whistle while you work. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Tone.
Yes.
Big Tone Pan.
Big Tone.
Go ahead, Big Tone.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? First, before I even get started, I want to give a super dope shout out to Philly Hot Radio, Whistle While You Work.
All right.
You feel me? I want to give a super shout out to everybody that came in. And before we even talk about me, you know, God put this in my heart to talk about what y'all just got finished talking about in reference to domestic violence. And it's something that I just want to put out there. You know, y'all hit on something that was heavy. Like, there's a lot of men being abused too, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of women being abused. But I got news for both of the women and the men. When you're dealing with a man that put his hands on you, you're not dealing with, that's not a man. That's first and foremost. Understand that. You see, when you're dealing with a boy, you see, a boy and a man is different. You feel what I'm saying? See, a boy doesn't have the wisdom and the understanding as a man. You feel me? And it all goes back to where you come from and how you raised and where you was brought up and what tribe raised you. And when I say tribe, I mean, see, because when I came up, the community raised me. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't go down the block and cuss because I got my behind whipped by the neighbor. Then they brought me home and mom whipped my behind. And don't let grandma be there because I got it from her too. You know what I'm saying? But one thing's for sure and two things for certain. It goes for the same with a woman. If you're not dealing with a woman, you're dealing with a girl. You understand what I'm saying? And either one that puts their hands on you, it's time to walk away. Regardless, I don't care. Listen, love don't hurt. Sorry. Love don't give you black eyes, put you in the hospital, have the police at your house at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because your neighbors. Love don't do that. You feel me? So some people now, one thing we also have to understand, there's a lot of people out here with chemical imbalances that need help. You feel what I'm saying? They need help. They don't know how to channel their anger. So sometimes somebody can go get help, counseling. Listen, men and women, don't be afraid to go get counseling. Listen, it's only going to make you stronger, and you might be able to keep that one that you love and communicate with your mouth and your words instead of your hands.
Well, you said something, so that was a great coming on real strong. And I want to say something. The spirit of the university just hit me, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are watching me around the world. And what is telling me that you'd be surprised that some of the men that's doing life in penitentiary has been molested as a child.
There it is.
And what happened was, you might have a lot of female women that been molested with a woman, think they babysitting your kids, and they brought the curse and disease and never told no one. Men's that are murdering each other to protect their manhood, they are pulling the triggers and guns to prove that they're a man because they never told the dark secret as a little boy at 5 or 6 years old. And mostly men that abuse and hit women's has something inside of them that is a dark secret in abusing. I remember when my father used to hit my mother. My mother was a little girl getting married to a man 21, and my mother was 14 years old. I am a product of a parent that was a young woman, and my mother, we're like brothers and sisters, and she had a birth at 14. How can a mother at 14 tell she already broken her heart and show love and passion? Big Tone said something to me, and when I speak the truth and facts, and this show is all about the truth. You can't handle it, that's on you. I'm helping someone right now, even though Big Tone is here, and we extended the show a little longer because the universe and the spirit of this topic has got a little deeper and longer. And I'm so grateful for those who stayed around long enough, because it's important they're doing that. We are urging men's and women's that have been abused, and those who are doing life in prison right now, women's and men. You have women that have been molested by their own uncles and fathers, and they wonder why they're avenging, stabbing and killing and beating up men because they still had that little girl fighting that man or that father was molesting their own daughter.
Because they never got that help. They never got that help that they needed.
Right.
You know, so that's what I'm looking at. You know, if they get the help. Because a lot of, you know, what I notice about, and I'm not just saying it, a lot of men that you talk to that have been through a lot of things, you ask them to go get the help. They need to get help too. You know, a lot of women will go more so, I think, well, you know, that's just my opinion, to get the help. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be, you know.
It's okay.
But
well, yeah, you're right though. A lot of men is it's a macho
you tell
thing.
them to go
like,
get,
know,
right, macho thing,
right.
but it's a good thing to do it. I mean,
Right,
you have
most definitely.
anything that bothers you inside or, you know, that you need to talk to someone, it's nothing to be ashamed of. You know,
That's
just
right.
go and do it.
That's
and I
right.
believe that will help out a lot of things, situations out here that's going on with the abuse, the violence, the, you know, physical violence with couples
Right,
and different
right.
things. If they just go and get that help that they need.
Gotcha.
Well, let's turn it around because let's bring some energy here. I want
Okay,
Tony.
let's get there.
Yes.
I want
Yes.
Tony.
Let's get there.
We brought Big Tone here. We're
Yes.
going to change the atmosphere around. Big Tone has a song out,
Oh,
Uplifted, called Uplifted Remix.
Get lifted. I get lifted.
lifted.
I get lifted again.
So what
wow.
we want to do, let's change it. Let's bring some entertainment on here. Tone, want
Oh,
you
is that what we gonna
introduce
do?
the world?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going right to
Yes.
it.
Oh, we're going right to it.
Yeah, that's the way you do that. See,
Entertainment.
once you get set up so you can do a live performance on this show of your new single.
Oh, that's how we doing it. That's how we doing the Showtime. See,
Yeah.
Showtime bring the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I got you. You see, I came prepared.
I want you to get ready.
prepared.
I got
Right,
prepared.
get
I'm
ready.
ready.
We got the mic ready for you over there. You can go up there live while we can put you on the camera. So the world, what we are trying to do, along with bringing topics that concern us, we want to bring live entertainment here every week.
Wow.
And those who are comedians, those who are, Dave will help you how to produce because he got a lot of experience. I'm not trying to put him out there, but just don't go to him and don't ask him. Put the work in. So we're about to take this show, and Big Tone, ladies and gentlemen, about to do his live hit.
Well, here's the thing, right?
The mic is ready.
So I gotta stand back
If
here.
you want
I
to-
can't sit right
you
here.
can do it right here then.
I can sit right here.
Sit right here.
You
Go
know
ahead.
what I mean? Because like I
Can
want it
they
to be.
see you?
I want it to be. Yeah, I want it to be up close and personal.
Okay.
Let me. No, that's.
Can we dance a little bit?
Y'all can do that. Listen.
That's it.
Let me see what we got here. Let me see where we at. Let's see where we at. Well, first and foremost, I just wanted to say that was on my heart.
Okay.
That I had to talk about that. But this song right here is a song that I helped write back in, well, we released it in 1992.
Okay.
And everybody kept saying, yo, when you going to do the remix? When you going to do the remix? You know what I mean? So I waited, I went through a lot of things, which I'll talk to you about after I perform if we have time.
Okay.
And let y'all know, how this all came about.
Okay.
But I want to give a super shout out to Dr. Rock and Showtime, the Hype Man, first before we even get started, because y'all making it happen, and I really appreciate y'all. You feel me?
Thank you.
So on that note, y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Y'all ready?
Are y'all ready? We ready.
Hey, let's go, y'all. Ho! Put your hands up. Woo! Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Yo. I get lifted up. Woo! Remix. Come on, y'all. Woo! I get lifted up. La, 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 la. Oh, yeah. Yo, my game's tight. I told you once before I was bred for this. I had to go into my bag and pull out some realness. I change styles, I'm the true cooker letter. I ain't got time for popping like who's better. All I do is rip at the crowd, say who's better. Loyalty rule number one, no tripping. Anybody go against the grain, dismiss them. Body bags, flower dropping, pouring drinks, RIP. Like Nas said it in ether, you don't wanna be. I don't care if a beat drop, I make your head bop. Radio play me like they just found Sasquatch. Keep a crowd jumping on the floor like a hopscotch. New school, old school, I'ma make that head bop. 16 bars and 8, I make your heart stop. You don't know what I mean, and I'm leaving the crowd feeling so many pennies to see me. You're feeling for steaming. She got a crew, I got a song, mixed team. demons. You know the anti kind of rapper straight heated. Hardcore like Broadway with the wordplay. 3 fingers, toe on the console. This is foreplay. Race car, changing the lanes is my highway. Put the other one straight, technical and straight, yo. I get lifted up, la 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 la. Ride with me, y'all. Come on, yo. Woo! Philly Hot Radio. Big Tone, aka Candy in the building. Oh yeah. And this is wordplay. Do you with Tiende? Do you who play? Yo, I know you can play that. Tell me Esposito said that my way on a hobby. I can push it in coladas in your ass. Press replay. When they call me to the stage, I can smell pen. I'm a hard act to follow, so my style's or cannon. See, I'm the entertainer, got myself come close to crying the comedian. I'll roast ya. I'll bring it back to Red Star on a tough cool Bismarck. I'm through. My squad is acting no quarter nine. I'm a gym like Alvin Iverson. I break your ankles, take you to the rim. Meek said it best. Dream big, dream chaser. Spider on your level, hold up, replacer. I'll be up for double up, triple up the comma. Thought about going on the floor, but I'm next up. Attitude in the booth, rock you like Oscar, but I'm more terror. With the round one master, I switched up like the bullets in the Gatling. Everybody in the circle, that was called rapping. Nowadays, I don't understand what happened. I don't know, but I'ma make it clear, one captain. All nights popping on his Davy Jones locker. I'm new school, old school now that you know. I'ma take it to the streets and let you know. Come on, y'all. La 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 la. Woo! Philly Hot Radio, baby. Let's get it. I get lifted. What's the way you work? La 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 la. Got to rock and show time, right, man. Now come on. Come on, y'all, to the dance floor. Come on, y'all, to the dance floor. Come on, y'all, to the dance floor. Philly Hot Radio, get raw. That's how we do it, y'all. One more time, come on, y'all. I get lifted up, la 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 la. That's what I'm talking about. I get lifted. Yo, ride with me, y'all. Like I said, this is what I do. Philly Hot Radio. Whistle while you work. You better know it. This is where it goes down. And I don't know where y'all been, but I know y'all need to get where y'all at. Right here, Philly Hot Radio. Ride with me, Big Son, aka Candy.
Hey, all right. Needed that. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what's up. Did y'all enjoy that?
Yes, we did. Yes, yes. Sound wonderful. I love
That's
it.
what I'm talking about.
So is it? Did it come out yet, or is it? We're still working on it. Or
well, here's the deal, right? Mm-hmm. You see, I want to say something. The first thing I want to say is to all artists out there.
Okay.
Wait, let me let my thing go. Well, it don't matter. We still. First thing I want to say to all artists out there, whatever you do, make sure your music is copyrighted. Right. Make sure your T's is crossed and I's is dotted, because back in the day, ours wasn't.
Yes.
That's keeping it 100. So a lot of people look at, oh, he rich, to get lifted. Is nah. Because I got. Just keep it 100. Like I'm proud to say these things because I need artists to understand. Yo, a lot of people are so gun-ho to just put their music out. Right. They so gun-ho to just hear their sound on the radio. But when your business ain't right,
that's right,
you get the game real twisted. And somebody else will make a whole lot of money off you.
That's right.
So now, but let me tell you something. In this music industry, it can be real. It can be heavy, you feel me? Like, when I came out with the new version, they told me I couldn't make no money off of it. Well, hold up. Y'all got me for millions of millions. Still on the top 10 radio list over in the UK. This came out in 1992. Yeah. I just did the remix, so they say you can't release it. You can't release it and make money. I say, yo, y'all robbed me already. Now you telling me I did the remix and I can't release it? Oh, I got a trick for y'all. Keep y'all money. I'm going to release it anyway. See, because I'm explaining something to you. The grind don't stop.
That's right.
Everybody know I wrote this song. Everybody know I'm the one that did the remix. So now, whether you like it or not, I'm performing it. Whether you like it or not, I'm putting that out there. I'm on Hot Philly Radio right now.
That's
and
right.
We're not selling nothing. We selling his entertainment.
That's right.
You ain't got to pay $1 to be entertained. And I always said something. See, God works in mysterious ways. I used to always say, yo, I would get on the stage and rock for free.
Come on.
Because this is what I do.
Share it.
So now I find myself doing this song, and it ain't for free. It's to fill your spirit. Get lifted.
That's right.
Get motivated.
That's right.
Go and make it happen regardless. Don't let nothing stop you. See, a lot of people look at me and they you know, a lot of people hate. I'm going to just keep it 100.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of people that's in position won't put me in position because they know if they put me on the stage, I'm like Showtime the Hype Man.
Yeah.
If you put me on the stage, I'm going to rock the show. And I'm a hard act to follow. Just facts. Every show that I've ever done in Philadelphia, North Carolina, Virginia, Baltimore, Atlanta, wherever I went, I'm like Showtime.
Believe me, I share you. I share you on my page.
I'm getting ready to rock the show. I'm going to get the crowd pumping. And that's what we do.
Yes.
So I had so much love and appreciated Showtime so much because I get all sentimental. Because
we can have tears in here.
Yo,
it's
he
no
hit
problem.
me and he was like, "Yo, Panda, like, yo, you got it. You got what it takes." And I'm putting him on blast. He would be mad at me later. But he said, "Yo, I'm gonna play the background.
Yeah.
I got you." He said, "There's no way in the world a talent like yours should be covered up. So we're going to expose you. And we're going to put you out there by hook or by crook. I got you." And I was like, yo, that's heavy because in a lot of people in this industry, in Philadelphia, it's real cliquish. I said it. I had to say it. And if you can know somebody that's in position and they can know you, but you think they're going to put you on a show, they'll put a whole bunch of other artists on the show, and they know that you can rock a show.
Yes.
They know that you can entertain a crowd. They know that you can hold it down. But because they have, let's just say, they don't want to see you shine more than they shine.
I know, that's terrible.
But little do they understand that if you bring me to the table, I'm guaranteed to make you shine because that's what I do.
Right.
I'm not going to go out and take the credit just like I came to this show. If it wasn't for this man right here, I wouldn't be here. But look who we got with me, my sister.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. Like, I know both of y'all very well.
Yes.
Like, and I want to ask you personally, I would love for you to come to my yacht party September the 1st to help organize the fashion show. Sure. You feel me? Because I know that's what you do, Doc.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes,
Let's keep it real.
Yes.
I called her like, yo, I got this shoot going up. Yo, I need you. You feel me?
You know what? I didn't get it. If you did, I didn't. Because I've been supporting you. I've been putting your stuff on my page.
Yes, I do.
And I've been supporting you. I would have called you for but definitely, I would definitely love to do that.
Yo, I really appreciate that.
I want to say something to my audience and those who are watching us around the world. You just heard of passion. Big Tone shared passion, and Philly Hot Radio Whistle While You at Work is really. It's all about and inspiring those who call underdogs. Showtime the Hype Man is an underdog. And the people...
Showtime the Hype Man, that bull.
I'm from in the city. Yeah, I built something in the city filled up. It never been done before. The late Tina Marie and Keith Sweat told me, you got something. And I want to give the Honorable Tommy Blackwell his props. He pushed me out there in 2010. Black Noble, I have over 1 million viewers watching me perform Showtime, the Hype Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Tone and Showtime, the Hype Man, going to all the big events that will allow us to go around the world to demonstrate the gift that God has gave me and him. That's what's up. Along with my co-hosts coming along with me, because it seemed like, y'all, she got that Showtime dance. I don't know what. Ain't said that, don't do that. Leave it to show. The producer said that. But Showtime the Hype Man just want to thank you, Big Tone. I want to thank all my fans that I worked my ass off for nothing. I worked my ass off for nothing. And the people that's controlling everything did not respect the gift that God has gave me, Big Tone, Dave, the Miss Black, new Big big girl passionate, a mother and daughter combination, the greatest social worker that's come here live, everybody that came here, the brother that came from Foster. Let me tell you something, audience. We are blowing up the city of Philadelphia, Philly Hot Radio, whistle while you work. Tone, I want to say something to you. Don't give up. I'm not going to give up neither. So what? Nobody want to hire us to do shows. So what? Nobody don't believe in us. So what? Nobody believe in Dr. Rock and Showtime the Hype Man on Philly Hot Radio, whistle while you work. What we going to keep doing, if you want to go in the wagon, see, struggle is important. See, I understand that struggling is something that God is, that many people don't want to go through the struggle. See, I have no problem of rejection. I don't have no problem of the naysayers. I don't have no problem with the haters. I don't have no problem if they don't see me. See, what happened is that the road, that is the blessing. The more haters, the more blessings. The more dislike, the more blessings. I'm excited along with Big Tone, Dr. Rock, Dave, Miss Beauty, Big Pageant of 2019. We ain't worried. We got the hottest track star forward, Miss Social Worker. I want to thank my wife. It's important that,
and I'm gonna fake my husband.
I say that
for all kinds.
A great wife, and those men are watching, a happy wife will bring you a happy life. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. We're about to close, but we're gonna allow Big Tone, and I'm gonna allow Dr. Rock to say your closing remark. Big Tone, this is your opportunity for the world. This is going around the world in Japan, New Orleans, Mexico, Russia, Italian, Paris. We are around the world, and someone's going to discover us and bring all of us around. We're not just saying it just to say it and going around lying, because lying is a seed, and I do not want to lie on whistle while you work. I want to talk about facts and the truth. Tone, this is your time for you to tell the audience, and so before we close this show.
First of all, first thing I want to say is make sure y'all come to that yacht party September 1st. Inbox me for tickets or go to Eventbrite. Second thing I want to say, ticket prices is right now, if you buy 2 tickets, they're $65 a piece. If you buy a regular ticket, it's $75. They went from $100 down because I realized September 1st, kids going back to school, rent is due, mortgage is due, all those things. So I said, I'm only making $7 off a ticket. Let me bring the price down. So I want everybody there. Second thing I want to say is super dope shout out to the Nerve DJs, the Wu-Tang DJs, all the DJs that are playing artist songs, that are playing my songs and supporting me. Because without the DJs, it don't work at all. Super dope shout out to all the internet radio stations that are playing each other's music and linking up with each other and sending people to get interviewed other places that are supporting each other in Philly. Another super shout out to, again, Dr. Rock and Showtime the Hype Man, Larry Ladd, Flash, all the DJs, Lucinda the Bible Princess, Philly Wonder Woman. She's working with the kids and stop the violence and stop the bullying. Sarita Lewis, who works for the people that can't afford to do things. Listen, if I missed you, charge it to the game, not my heart. On some real. But I do want to give Philly a super shout out because we are coming together. And we will come together before it's all said and done. Y'all can find me at BigTone, aka Panda.com, which is my website. Or you can just Google me, BigTone, aka Panda, because it's too many social medias and everything to give out. And I want to shout out to everybody, all of the people that came here tonight and really made a difference. And I want y'all to know that y'all really doing the thing. You feel me? Y'all really doing the thing. And I really appreciate y'all.
I want to put you on a blast. Dr. Rock got a position. I didn't get a position on the yacht. If I'm doing anything on the yacht,
you already know you already doing something. I told everybody we had some celebrities coming.
Yes.
Some people coming that I'm not gonna mention their names. Because you got to come and see. I got some top. Craig McLaurin is hosting.
Okay.
Showtime is one of the hosts that's there. It's 3 decks of we partying. This is the grown and sexy masquerade yacht party. We're having a bathing suit fashion show. Any designers that's out there that want to come jump in the game, I'm looking for 4 more vendors.
Wow.
I'm looking for 2 more artists to perform. We got 3 decks to rock out. This is not a showcase for artists. They will perform every hour.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just to break up the, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to be dancing, partying. Salute to the Gold Lock family because they'll be providing some of the Gold Lock vodka for VIP.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And shout out to Veronica Badillo, wifey, that will be cooking for the VIP. But everybody that gets the ticket, just know that the what do you call it at the bar? The food, the buffet comes with the ticket, so you can eat all night to feed the liquor.
Oh, wow.
Feed that liquor.
Feed the liquor.
Feed that liquor.
Feed that liquor.
We trying to have a good time. Feed that liquor. But we for real. This should be really over the top.
Wow.
I'm making special arrangements. I'm just gonna give y'all one more other name. John Blasingame is supposed to be coming through. And anybody that knows,
shout out to
you know, he puts on some of the biggest events at the Marriott in Newark, New Jersey. And Robert Hughes.
Yes, I was going to say Robert Hughes
will be there. You know what I mean?
Robert Hughes will be there.
Mob Diaries, Gold Lock. He's the one who brought me on and made me the celebrity ambassador for Gold Lock. Salute to Robert Hughes and John Pham and the whole Gold Lock family. Yo, salute to Platinum. What? Yo, Bill Ingram, I salute you.
Bill Ingram.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
yo, these are people. See, these are people that help put you in position. Right. These are people that will put you in a position so that now they're going to put you in a position. They're going to put the plate in front of you. You have to eat.
That was
you have to make it happen. See, people, I want a real quick thing I want to say. Understand something. God works in mysterious ways. And when you pray to him for wealth and you pray to him for things, right? What he does is he sets the path in front of you.
Come on.
You have to put in the work. It is not going to just come to you. Oh, he gave me. No. You got to work.
Right.
Now, if you choose not to work, then you got the game twisted. You feel what I'm saying? You have to put in the work, and I just want to leave that there.
Wow.
And say once again, thank you guys for having me. Philly Hot Radio. Whistle while you work.
Well, you know, I try. I appreciate you coming in, and you know, I follow you. I do follow you, and I do share, and I really, you know what, you are there already. So I'm glad you claiming it.
Yes, thank you.
Because you know what, it's already you. Okay. And I really, you know, that song that you just sang, that you just, you know, performed. Oh my goodness.
Did y'all enjoy that?
Yes, it just made me get up and do my dance. Okay. Now it's called the Dr. Rock dance.
The Dr. Rock dance.
That's the new dance. The rock dance. The Dr. Rock. Not the Showtime dance. It's Dr. Rock dance.
So what I'm gonna do for y'all is I'm gonna make a version of I Get Lifted.
Okay.
For this show.
Okay.
Whistle while you work. I get lifted. Yeah, that's how we gonna do it. Okay. Just for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So maybe y'all can start the show off with it or whatever.
Yes.
But you know, I support y'all 100.
Yes, you do.
And anytime y'all need me or any other guests or people that I know, you know I'm a.
Well, shout out to Robert Hughes and shout out to Bible Princess, which is my cousin. She's a family member of mine. I love her dearly. So shout out to her also.
Yes.
This is the time that we're about to close the show, and those who know me around the world and those who are getting to know this space around the world, along with my co-host, Dr. Rock, and I'd like to thank all our guests. The energy on Philly Hot Radio, Whistle While You Work, was an outstanding energy level today. I truly believe that the Spirit told me today this is going to be a turning point for the radio show that we are doing every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 o'clock. Because we went over, sometimes the Spirit, leader, it's important for me not to interrupt what God is doing.
Right.
And those who maybe don't understand what I mean by God, we all need good, orderly direction, the G-O-D. I want to thank our guests and those who came on this show. I hope that our spirit will lead to bigger platforms. You will come back here to talk about your journey. I truly believe that Big Tone, Dave, that has been producing so many shows, that God will give each and every one of us and everyone that's here, the daughter and the mother and the women's of righteousness. I am so excited to be doing what I'm doing. I knew that I had a voice. Me and Dr. Rock did something with Patty Jackson on WDAS-FM at the 57-year Bob Marley. We got over 50,000 views now. That's facts, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure. I don't want to be lying because people will. So I want to tell something, then we're going to close. Dancing makes me happy. No one never knew what I was doing, and I didn't know when I gave Dr. Rock that phone call and I asked her that I want her to co-host with me. I said that Dr. Rock is new for me.
Yes.
Sometimes we might disagree, but we learn to keep pushing, and I allow her to get her way anyway. She's a politician. And I feel sorry for my brother Earl. I'm going to pray for Earl when I go home today. Boy, 20 years. Yeah,
I'm going to pray for Diane.
I want to thank everybody and our producer. I want to thank Tracy. I want to thank our executive staff. I want to thank everybody that works on Philly Hott Radio. And what we are doing, we in the modeling stage to remodel this facility. And you're going to see a change in Philly Hott Radio in 2020. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you for watching Philly Hott Radio. Whistle while you work. Thank you.
And I want to thank everyone also for coming out. And then I enjoyed everyone, every topic that we heard, I enjoyed it. And I thank everyone for coming out.
So let's say it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching Whistle While You Work.
See y'all. We approve it. Bye-bye.